Hello everyone, welcome to Vishnu Podcast. I'm your host Jhansi Nainavarupu.
And I'm your host Harshita.
On this beautiful rise where we explore the innovative world of rural satellite clinics, today we are diving into the fascinating realm of oral healthcare on the move. I'm honored and thrilled to have Madam Arunjyoti with us, a distinguished graduate in computer science engineering from our Vishnu College and Masters in Business Management, and along with that, she has also done her executive studies from Harvard University on strategic non-profit management. After serving for about 8 years in non-profit sector, currently she is project manager at Vishnu Rural Satellite Clinics, a very unique and innovative initiative by our Vishnu Dental College. Welcome ma'am, welcome to Vishnu Podcast.
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Ma'am, a dental college into entrepreneurship. How did it all start? And why actually?
Yes, Harshita. Actually, it is not entrepreneurship exactly, but I would rather use the word social entrepreneur. So, Vishnu Dental College is one of more than 300 dental colleges in India. And with more than 30,000 students pass out every year from India. In India, we have more than 300 dental colleges, and about 30,000 dental graduates pass out every year. However, the unemployment rate is very high. By the way, not just in engineering and management studies, okay? Yeah, in doctors also. But here what sad fact is that unlike engineering and management streams, in India, will you be surprised if I say that our rural areas are deprived of healthcare? Will you be surprised at all?
No ma'am.
No. So obviously rural areas are in need of healthcare. And there are thousands and thousands of doctors passing out. Yeah, including dentists, right? So why unemployment? How is it even justified?
Yeah ma'am.
Right?
True.
Yeah. Many of them actually can consider setting up clinics in rural areas, isn't it?
Yes.
Then why is that very difficult, right?
Yes ma'am.
And on the other hand, there is lot of entrepreneurship or startup thing happening around medical technologies.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Coming ma'am.
So even our Vishnu TBI is also working on or aspiring to work on medical technology related solutions.
Yes.
So there is huge need and also demand for something to be done to address the rural healthcare need, and also for our students, and to that matter, the passing out dental graduates, the need for opportunities for them.
Yeah.
So can't this be, a joint intellect? Yeah. It's a simple thing, seems to be.
Yes ma'am.
So, but yeah, sometimes getting simple things done, it's not easy. Yeah. So this all started with one seed that our honorable chairman gave to the management of VDC. So when our chairman sir was asking, why can't we do something about it?
Yes.
So that's where this all started. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll be very glad to share the story more series of episodes.
Yeah ma'am. Sure.
So it's like an engineer. So that's how it all started. And Harshita, I would like to say that this is more of a social enterprise. And one more interesting thing is, we are not the first ones in this gig. Even Chairman Sir mentioned a lot about someone called Arvind Eye Care.
Yeah.
And we ourselves explored various other models like LV Prasad's. So I would like to share about two very unique initiatives before even starting our journey. Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Henry Ford of heart surgery? When a patient walks in to the doctor's room, he is an ophthalmologist, so with a child, and the child get diagnosed, and the doctor says, okay, ma, this is the problem. And what would be the first thing that any mother or father would ask the doctor? Enta avutundi Dr. Garu, how much it cost? And the doctor says, some 80,000 rupees. And they say, sure, we'll come back soon. And can you believe that majority of them don't come back? And Dr. Devi Shetty was sharing in one of his talks that, are we doctors or salesmen putting a price tag on the child's life? And he thought he should do something about it as well. So can you believe that, all his ideas were very jugaad? Like, for example, opting for cheaper scrubs and using cross ventilation instead of ACs, various interventions like this, and he has succeeded in bringing down the cost of heart surgery to half of what it was 20 years ago. Just imagine me Googling yesterday for a laptop and the prices are not going down. When someone thinks that it has to be done, it can be done. And they do 30 to 35 surgeries in a single day, where it is generally 1 to 2.
Yeah.
And rural Indian calls him bypass wala baba. Okay.
Interesting.
So Dr. Devi Shetty always told in his talks that if a solution is not affordable, it is not a solution. So Jhansi, I would like to share about another doctor. His name is Dr. V. That's how India calls him, okay? And to me personally, he's Rajnikant of healthcare, India. Okay? He's also from Tamil Nadu, and he's the founder of Arvind Eye Care Hospital, who is doing a phenomenal work in the global eye care ecosystem. I'd like to share about his initiative as well. And even statistics say that it's making quarter of those reported cases blind, just because they are not getting timely
Cured.
intervention. Yeah. So Dr. V is a person who took a mission to eliminate needless blindness in India. And to me, it is very spiritual and philosophical, if they mean differently at all. Okay. This man's story is another surprise to me. During his 60s, maybe it's after he got retired, when his whole family was assuming or expecting him to take rest, he told, it seems, that I'm not old enough to play golf. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was consistently searching for solutions on how we can solve this blindness problem in India. And he explored various ways, and very unusual of his exploration is trying to find solutions from other sciences. And coincidentally, the gentleman, the professor who who has led the case study on Arvind Eye Care, Dr. Kash Rangan, he is one of my professors when I was studying in Harvard. So he was sharing his experience that he felt while listening to Dr. V excited about the McDonald's model. Okay, so it was like, why can't cataract operations or eye operations be given like hamburgers? It does sound funny and crazy for many, even for me, if it was like 15 years ago. Okay. So my professor was telling in our classroom that, I thought he was crazy, but his passion made me think otherwise. So that was very, very humbling. How can a doctor go to such a length in finding and searching for solutions? In Arvind Eye Care, the number of surgeries that happen are 5 times to the number of surgeries happen in the whole India.
Wow.
Okay. And it's actually about 16 times compared to the operations that happen in the entire US. Can you even believe it? And for myself, even today it's difficult for me to believe. At Arvind Eye Care, they provide free to subsidized eye care, okay? And they made very robust interventions, like ensuring that the quality of care people receive is same for both free and subsidized and expensive, whatever other treatments are. Where the doctors get switched, that's it, from section to section. So that's how equitable healthcare was made happen over there. So the quality of care is not different based on their gender or based on their, geographical place, ethnicity, or economic status in this situation. So that's how, whatever his mission was, to eliminate needless blindness. And the second point of his mission, quoted by his granddaughter in one of the videos, is to see everyone as one. So that is also seen if you go to Arvind Eye Care today. And you might be thinking, if we are doing it for low cost, are we compromising on anything? No, not at all. Here in Arvind Eye Care, the rate of infection is hardly 4 per 10,000 cases, whereas international average or norm is 6 per 10,000.
Oh.
Okay.
Different.
So there are a number of stories like this in a smaller scale. But why these two stories caught my attention particularly are these two made scaling possible. So Harshita, in the case of Dr. Shetty's example, if it is not an affordable solution, it is not a solution. And in the case of Dr. V, it is beyond imagination, even that level of scale. They have right now 4,000 beds and unbelievable volume of cases. And Dr. V proved that if we work on volumes, we can reduce the cost significantly. Okay, so both of these cases are a successful case study of how economies of scale is a term we use generally in management, where we do more to bring down the cost lesser size. Okay, so that's how they have proved that it is possible. It's easy, it's not, but at the same time they made it possible with a strong intent. And persistent experiments. Maybe they might have gone through certain failures or challenges, and maybe they have figured out answers over the go, like a snowball method. So definitely these people like these are an inspiration to any healthcare system. Starts with an intention, and that's how I would like to say Vishnu Dental College, though it started with an intention or a thought seed given by our Honorable Chairman Vishnu Raju sir. Oh, why can't it made possible? But I should say it wasn't easy. So guys, that's how these people, they have shown a path for people who want to intervene in the sector. As I said, dental colleges, anni dental colleges DCI norm prakaram pettinattu, 2 rural centers pettinattu Vishnu College kuda unnai. And students rotation prakaranga veltunnaru, vallu screen chestunnaru, chaala mandi ravatledu because of those various problems I mentioned earlier. So what is the solution? So here, Chairman sir's, thought, oh, why can't we do more? And it's okay, literally he said, and I also heard him saying that it's okay if we lose money. And shame is if we don't experiment and learn from our failures, if we have to, right? So, ala initial ga, the team who pitched in, of course, Dr. Anand sir, who is the director, and our principal and vice principal sirs, and Dr. Vinay sir, he is Associate Dean of Hospital Administration. And he is one of the pioneering, on field members, I should say. It's very unusual for doctors to hit the ground and, wear the hat of operations manager or every single type of manager, I should say. So, himself and Dr. Ramesh, who is a public health dentist and who was a freshly joined team member at that time, few years ago, 7 years ago, I believe. I heard from them that, they all used to go out and try to understand what we could do to solve this problem and what better we could do. And that's how they all brainstormed on these critical gaps. Number 1, for our students, they need more exposure. Okay, then that's undoubtedly an academic interest, definitely. Every college wants to give the best exposure to their students. And to that matter, do you agree that if, we Vishnu are in forefront in that? Yeah, definitely. Yes. Compared to any best college, I think it's 5x times they think about giving more. Yeah, whether it's engineering or management. I myself am an alumni of the college, so I should say. So next thing, how can we solve the gaps in the urban-rural divide? So guys, indaka nenu cheppina 2 examples lo, anything is possible if we have an intent ani manaki telustundi. And healthcare is one of the most critical need in India.
Yes.
To that matter, to the world, obviously. So dental care lo ila ippadi varaku evaru alochinchaladu. So when our chairman sir came with an idea that why can't we do more? There are beautiful models out there and none of them learnt in one single take, right? So chairman sir's idea is that let's try to do something.
Okay.
Even if it has to be failing and learning from it, absolutely fine. So at that time, I can only imagine what our VDC leadership might have gone through. It's not easy for anyone. So they were like, can we do it? As an academicians, are we the right people to do it? And we didn't have any previous entrepreneurial background. Will we be able to do it?
Many questions.
Yeah. And Chairman sir's unwavering idea is that, okay, do it. So this is what I heard from our senior leadership.
Support.
Yeah, during their experiences of their initial days, basically.
Yeah.
So that way, but I should say, oral health is not similar to any of the other things. See, in eye care, the initial diagnosis can be done by a paramedical staff. Okay. And for cardiac, the people will come by themselves. Even for eye care also. So all these are perceived needs. And dental care, to that matter, is not at all a perceived need. None of the people prioritizes it. How many of us will go to a dentist unless it is affecting our beauty or our face? As per the DCI norms, Dental Council of India norms, every college should set up 2 rural clinics. In a similar way, Vishnu Dental College also established 2 rural centers. And all the students were posted there on rotations.
Okay.
And they have to be there during their rotas, and they have to diagnose the people, and they will educate the patients on their current oral health situation, and they'll advise them to visit the Vishnu Dental Hospital. Okay. So most of these people will never turn up. The reasons are very obvious. They may not have time, and వాళ్ళకి ఎందుకు అవసరం, they don't even care, and పన్ను ఊడిపోయింది, ఎలాగో ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ పెట్టించాలంట, దానికి బోల్డని మళ్ళీ వేలు ఖర్చు అవుతాయేమో.
That's not important,
and we don't have money, and మళ్ళీ ఎవరు తీసుకెళ్తారు నన్ను, ఇలాంటి ఎన్నో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. మొత్తానికి వాళ్ళు రారు. అండ్ పోనీ మనం ఏదైనా నర్సుల్ని ఉపయోగించి అక్కడ డయాగ్నోస్ చేసి వీళ్ళందరికీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ అక్కడే ఇప్పిద్దామా అన్నా కూడా ఒక డాక్టర్ కంపల్సరీ ఉండాలి, రైట్, ఇన్ ద ఇనీషియల్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద డయాగ్నోసిస్. Unlike unlike eye care, I should say. Okay. So when Chairman Sir came up with a mission, with this idea that why can't we do more? Definitely, VDC leadership might have wanted to do this, but a lot of questions like this, because it's not a perceived need, how can we even do it? So however, Chairman Sir's persistent assurance that, hey, let's all do and learn from our mistakes. If we have to fail, let's fail and learn from it. So ala mana VDC leadership, they have intervened into it. So our director is Dr. Anand Sir, and Dr. Vinay Garu, who is Associate Dean for Hospital Administration and a periodontist in Vishnu Dental College itself. He is one of the pioneering members who has hit the ground, and along with the team, Dr. M.V. Ramesh, who is a public health dentist, and at that time various other people, I should say, whose names I'll be mentioning as I will go on with this, explaining this journey in the upcoming episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and these all has done a lot of preliminary, understanding. They have hit the grounds, and they visited these referral centers, and they might have spoke to many people, not just the patients, but to local people, local philanthropists, on how best we can go forward. So that's how the vision emerged, is oral health care for all.
Okay.
So VDC leadership took up oral health care for all in an organic way, not just like, picking a sentence like that. Definitely not. So they have agreed philosophically that we all should commit to a mission of taking affordable, quality dental care accessible to rural areas.
Oh, wow. Great, ma'am.
Okay. So that's how this vision and mission are organically evolved. Definitely starting with the inspiration given by Chairman Sir, followed by lot of great models that the team has might have referred at that time, and we are continuously referring also for improving, and with a confidence that we may not get there in 1 year or 2 years, but we'll definitely commit to this. And if not we, who else?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the exact point.
Right. So with a Chairman Sir who is super committed to give us everything we need, and Dr. Anand Sir and Dr. Vinay Sir, who is still with us, carefully directing and helping us, and they have eventually increased team, and in which I am a part of, sitting here talking to you today. All right. So eventually, let's explore more about this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's great to know about those inspiring doctors and models you shared about, and how actually Chairman Sir has initiated the thought, and how Vishnu Dental College, an academic institution, has arrived at a mission to take low-cost dental care to rural areas It's amazing, ma'am. Looking forward for next episodes to know more about the operational models of these rural satellite clinics. Thank you, ma'am. Vishnu Podcast thanks you for this. So,
Okay, listeners, this is your host Harshita.
this is your host Jansi Nainvarpu signing off.